Welcome back to BTS Bros Talk Supercars, and behind us we have got Electric Avenue. It is the road to 2030. It is a DJ set. It's literally like going to a club in Amsterdam. I feel like they've had to put enough lights, strobes and everything to really draw you in.
Yeah, because there's no noise from any engines or anything. This is the problem. Now this is the future of cars behind us right now. It's amazing. You've got the BMWs, you've got the Minis, everything there, but there's no engine.
We will explore it because there's some funny looking cars as well.
It's a sad future in my opinion. I love a V12 engine and there is none of them in there.
But the one thing that I do love, Curtis, it has to be
the exciting side of the future. Yes! Future labs.
Well, you say that now, Curtis, but you haven't gone inside when you realise that everything's going to be done by a robot in the future, powered by solar panels, and then what do? You just, oh wait, you go get your 812 super fast, don't you, drive around the road?
Exactly, very true, but this is the exciting side, the stuff that could go on the moon, the stuff that could be the real exciting James Bond style future tech.
I know you like a drone, and they've got some epic drones, so let's go check it out.
We hit it up?
Yeah. We've all seen electric scooters on the road, especially in London. They are everywhere right now, Curtis, but when you want to go to the next level and you want to feel the speed, the energy, and you want to be competitive like we are, do you want to take it away? Well then, ESC.live, check it out.
Well, you need to go to the Electric Scooter Championships because these bad boys here, right, they take 20 minutes to charge up, 10 minutes to run down the battery full. They hit a top speed of 70 miles an hour. 70 miles an hour on an electric scooter with 11-inch wheels is mental. Now, you've got carbon fiber down the front here, you've got your speedo at the front, you've got your brakes. It's extreme. Now,
you know, you know when you go extreme sports and you're like, this is like everything you want, like this is what I would love. I feel like me, being smaller, slightly lighter, Curtis, not about your weight, but I would have an advantage on this one. Now, I've got lower centre of gravity.
So we were just speaking to them and they said that the actual racing drivers, riders, whatever you want to call them, they are from a mixed variety of sports like ice skating, snowboarding, motocross, all of these things. And they actually said the pressure on your legs, because you're constantly bent down, moving around, is phenomenal. It's horrible.
Plus the start of the race, it's on a ramp, so the women that are slightly lighter, they actually get a better start because they're off, but then obviously skill would still take over, which I think I've got more than you anyway, Curtis.
I don't know about that.
Your
lower centre of gravity may help. There's been 2 races in this. There's been one in England, one in
Switzerland. The next race will be in Italy. They've got 6 races this year, and I think they're expanding, and they're all about recycling and really being helpful to the planet. So at the moment they're working with so many different other brands to make sure that everything from the presenters to being on green screens so they don't have to fly over, to making the CO2 emissions will actually kind of towards zero.
They're currently working on getting sustainable tyres as well, so they'll be made from recycled material, but that hasn't happened just yet.
I'm really excited about this. I actually want to go to the next race. I want to go to Italy and actually I want to have a go.
But AJ, if we fly to Italy, the only problem is the races are only 45 minutes long at the moment. So they are very, very fast races.
What's wrong with the whole day in Italy?
And off you go. Literally. Should we scoot off?
Yeah.
Next time, see what I did there.
Oh,
scoot off.
Okay. That was good. We are here with the Mark IV Speeder. This is the future. This is really the future. When you come to Future Lab, you want to know, like, what is the future going to be? This is the future of F1 racing in my eyes. Curtis right now has got the Noculus on, so he can see the track that he's doing the racing with. The one thing that is so good about this is that everything can be digitally imprinted. So for example, if you've got the middle of nowhere, you're in a desert, you can actually digitally imprint a track so you can see it and move around, create hills, create turns, create everything. But right now, nobody has actually been in this Mark IV, so it has never been flown. But soon to be regulated, this will be the exact one that somebody will be sat in, like Curtis, but rather than having a headset on, we'll actually be flying this in the desert. Curtis?
Yeah.
How are you?
This is incredible. I'm currently flying through a desert. Listen to some stats here. Max speed, 200 kilometers an hour. 0 to 60, 3.2 seconds this is. Honestly, I'm flying through a desert in a VR headset. I actually feel the motion of it happening. It's so cool.
So this is 150 kilograms, but one thing that I found really interesting was they keep it restricted to certain heights for safety reasons.
Thrust to weight ratio is a 3.5. No idea what that is, but it's just
how
told
do you
me
know
on here.
this?
Oh, it's telling me on the screen. But
Okay, yeah. And what was it? Top speed currently is kind of
200 kilometers.
200 kilometers. Have you got these stats up
here?
here?
They want to up the top speed to 300 kilometers, and currently they fly these through a VR system, and they have an 80 to 90 kilogram ballast weight put onto them. So so it is like having a human body in it. So they are still giving you the realisticness of it and prove that it can actually fly with a person in it. Now, the racing rules currently, it's a little bit up in the air.
They don't have any racing rules, which makes it really exciting.
I know, but this is what they're trying to do. So to reduce safety and risk, they only fly 50 foot off the ground. Now, the amazing thing is, you can overtake by flying over or undertake by flying under, or going side by side. And what one of the other cool features is as well, when they actually bump into each other, they'll have like magnets, they'll repel each other.
They're creating the system just like for the drones, and they want that IP of being able to kind of come together like magnets, then they would fly apart, so obviously they don't hit each other. A couple of safety features is, it is a carbon fibre monocoque. They will have airbags in the side, so that obviously when it's coming down to kind of control that, parachute, and it's kind of, they will have a halo system just like you see in the F1 cars now to protect you from obviously falling to fall. Are you okay there?
Yeah,
how's it been? I want to see what you're seeing now.
I wasn't sure if the wind was coming in from outside, but it was sort of like blowing me around. It was a really weird,
Wait, I can't see
feeling.
anything.
Oh, the race is finished now, so it's gone back to the home screen.
Oh.
But as well, as you were saying, the safety features, AJ, what was very cool was, so as they come together, they're like magnets and they'll repel, but you can use it as a racing feature, because if your friend or enemy, whatever it is, opponent's there, you can fly close to them to try and push them off the track or away from where they're meant to be going. So you can use it in a very smart way.
No, I'm not somebody about a VR headset. I'll wait for the real thing, because this just makes me feel sick, Curtis. Is it quite comfy in there?
It actually is, to be fair. It's a very weird feeling, but I think we need to move on to the next thing.
Yeah, there is an absolutely amazing electric boat that we do have to check out, so we're going to head there right now. We are here with E1 Racing. This is the all-electric powerboat racing series. It is absolutely epic. First of all, like, I feel like everything we talk about is like, I go back to Star Wars. I feel like flying cars, like
this is a Star Wars spaceship that goes
One thing that I do find interesting is they class it more as pilots, because with here, you have got the hydrofoils, and these come out of the water to here. So technically the boat is not in the water, it's flying through the water.
Up to 25 knots it is in the water, then from 25 to 30 knots it'll hydroplane out of the water. And what's the top speed? 50 knots, isn't it? Yeah.
It's about 58 miles per hour, so people prefer like miles per hour, they know what they're doing, because I'm not really a boat person and don't really know what that means.
See, like, we're acting like we know what we're on about. We have no idea about this in reality, but it is an all-electric boat, and the first thing what I found out about boats, they have gears.
Well, no, I don't think all boats have gears. I think this boat's got gears to make it more race serious, so it can make it more competitive for the actual races that are there. It has a 150 kilowatt battery, which, big, small for a boat, I don't know. But when you come round to the back, the one thing that I do love about this is just,
look at it.
It's just so streamlined, so aerodynamic, and seeing these hydrofoils out of the water is something that you never get the opportunity to do. And it is literally like wings bent under. It's like a flying boat. And the one thing, Curtis, that you can see over here, the kids are playing with it right now, but the race control, it literally looks like a Formula One car with flappy paddles. Like,
they've tried to make it look as racing as possible.
Yeah,
that's what they've
definitely done that. That's for sure.
And they were saying something about, can you remember what they were saying? See, we've literally just learnt this. So the only
what they were trying to describe,
aero, we shall say.
Yeah, there's no active aero on the boat, obviously, it's a boat. But the way they can control it by making sure that it comes in and out of the water is the actual
drivetrain, shall we say?
Propeller, but changing the angle of it like active aero to make it come out of the water and stay out of the water, or go back into the water if you want it to.
So for example, if they want to brake faster, they may want to bring it back into the water. If they want to accelerate, they want to take it out of the water. So it will become a driver's ability to overtake and brake faster or slower.
And currently the top speeds aren't crazy high because they do the races close to people to have that audience, whereas a powerboat would be out at sea, you can go faster, therefore if something goes wrong you don't really have to worry about people around it. Which I do get.
Yeah, no, I like that.
At the end of the day, this is Gen 1. This is the first one, and they're going to move forward. They're going to make them quicker, faster, bigger. It is going to be an epic racing series.
The curve of improvement is going to literally be boom as they start doing it. But enough rambling on, because we really don't know what we're on about. Should we hit someone else?
Yeah, go try
Let's
something else.
Let's see what else. We are here at Electric Avenue, and behind us we have got the Electrica. I forgot the name of it already.
Solo. Because
no,
there's
we've
not
missed
two
half
of
the
you.
name agent.
No, the brand name. We don't need to know the brand name. Anyway, it's Solo. There is no duo. There's no two-seater. You do get 2 doors though. So if you want to get
Electrica
in,
Mechanica Solo. Continue.
if you want to get in one side, you can get out the other side. These things are what they've thought about. The inner kid in you. It's 12 to 14, 15,000 pounds. Don't know why I'd spend the money on it, in my opinion.
The inner kid, what do you mean? Every car has 2 doors, AJ. You can get in one side, out the other. You just got to climb over the central reservation.
But there's only one seat. Like you'd get in on one side and out the other side, like you would with them little things for kids. You know them colourful things. You get in one side. You never had 2 doors on them,
like
did
a
you?
Flintstone car.
Yeah,
that you
like
walk
them.
in.
One door in them.
This is sold as more of a commuter car, so it does 100 miles in range, so it's more going to your coffee shop around town and coming back. Now it's 10 to 80 miles an hour, so this is how they time an electric car. Top speed 80 miles an hour, and 10 to 80, it takes about 7 seconds for this car to do it. 3 hours to charge it up fully.
So you tell me they just haven't bothered doing a 0 to 62?
So what they said to me was, it's an electric car, we don't time 0 to 60.
Maybe that's an American thing, because it's an American company.
I don't know, so they said 10 to 80.
Go on, get in the car.
So yeah, all right.
Go on. It's like they've thought, you know what, you'd have a turbocharger on a car, an intake. We'll stick some lights there. I do have to admit, it's a statement piece. You'll be the talk of the town for the right reasons. Probably not.
You know what?
Oh, and the interior. Oh no, it's so.
It's actually
bad.
It's actually very comfy in this car. It really, really is. The only problem is now, like AJ said, it's between 13 and 15,000 pounds.
Kurt,
It's very. One second.
Can we just move on? Go to another one. There's a hilarious Citroen car over there. Let's just go move on. Let's walk over to this hilarious Citroen car. It's even funnier than this. And you can fit 2 people in it.
Well, we'll go have a little look at that, but it's very basic on the inside. They need to upgrade the steering wheel a little bit, upgrade a couple of features, then it could be a good selling point. But right now, it's a bit of a gimmick. Let's move on.
The Lotus stand is absolutely amazing, but we are here in the Electric Avenue because for me, it has to be this colour. There's not even a name of the colour, it is just the most brightest yellow I've ever seen in my life, and I am colourblind, so I love yellow, simple as.
So behind us, we've got the Lotus Electra. I think that's how you pronounce it correct. Now, it's not a concept car, but it isn't exactly out yet. They come out in 2023. It
says available in 2023. Don't know what month.
So we're going to give you a rough element on the spec here. They say 600 plus brake horsepower. They say 700 plus newton meters of torque.
Yeah, with 0 to 62 in under 3 seconds, possible.
Under 3 seconds?
Yeah, top speed 161 and a range of supposed 373 miles.
So knock 100 miles off that, to be honest.
I don't know.
That's
this is all
not
quite.
going to happen. Let's have a look at it though.
The one thing for me is the amount of aero. This car looks absolutely beautiful. The alloys are amazing. But look, come in here. Come down here. Like the actual aero here, like it's not active aero, it's passive aero, it's coming through. But the front here, I love this design, but I don't know how practical this is in Britain with the amount of, stones on the road. Again, the aero that comes up underneath here, out of the bonnet, it is amazing. Kurt, can you see the metallic fleck in that yellow?
Yeah,
it is so prominent.
It is a beautiful, and as you can see, everywhere is carbon fibre as much as they can shove it on.
The carbon trim against the yellow is so,
I think
it's so strong, the contrast, that juxtaposition in the car.
But you know what
is
I love?
Beautiful.
These 23-inch alloys. Now this is obviously, they've put all of the biggest spec on there possible. It's massive, the carbon fibre trim around it, but I love this, I'm going to say sort of aero windmill sort of design.
No, the aero pack on this is epic. And to know you've got the obviously carbon ceramic brakes to give it that stopping power, because if it does perform like the stats that we've just heard, it is going to be, well, S off a shovel. It is going to be powerhouse.
But you know what, walking into this whole area here, this was one of the cars which did stand out to me. One, because of the colour, two, but it's a sexy vehicle, I have to say.
One mistake. One mistake. I understand.
It's a future,
extend the range, it's got to be good, but I cannot deal with cameras. I just can't deal with it. Like it confuses my vision of perspective of like distance. I like a standard wing mirror. It's glass. I know where I'm going. I'll move my head if I want to move.
So what are you saying? That's meant to cause less drag to add range on?
Yes, 100%.
Now the only problem is
because Elon Musk on Tesla, he wants to remove all wing mirrors full stop.
Yeah, but listen to me though.
Yeah.
If you've got a wing mirror that needs no electricity to be able to see out of it, now you're using a wing mirror which needs electricity to see out of it, surely that's going to drop your mileage down.
A little bit. It's coming around to the back anyway, Curtis.
You know,
because one thing that is unbelievable with this car for me is actually these two flicks. We've just been looking at electric boats that have this kind of like aqua foils. I feel like this is like an aerofoil for the car. Seeing it come under, look
this
how
whole
active
back
it
is a stretched out piece of equipment.
Look at the angle here. Again, aero, releasing turbulent air from the wheel well, coming out the back. And I'm on about like, this is like huge. You can see my fingers down here. Like I can touch my fingers. That is how big that is to release that turbulent air. It is
again,
gorgeous.
Carbon fiber down the back. I love the single one lit light.
I love it, but I just go, Porsche did a great job of that, didn't they? Lotus, I'm loving it though. You know what
I do. I feel you in a way, but overall, I do think this car stands out. I do think it's nice, and I would like to drive this, and I wouldn't mind one.
Yeah, I would actually spec this and pre-order this. I would do that. I know that sounds absolutely crazy. The interior for me looks gorgeous. We don't have the keys. Don't know why. They won't give us the keys. But the interior on this is so smooth, so designed, and it just looks so classic. What's your opinion with having the inlay on the handles? I think it's good because sometimes I do walk to a car and like, where's the handle? At least I know where the handle is here now.
I like it, and for two reasons. One, where Elon Musk made a mistake with Teslas, when they freeze over in conditions, you can't open them, but having the rigid edge there will actually stop the ice from freezing flat over it, so you'll be able to click it open a lot easier.
I've just noticed even more aero, like to the back here. This is actually an aero here, through here, out to the back, Curtis. Every single gap. And then again to the front. Yeah. Every single gap here. Another amazing aero one here beneath the camera. Oh, just, you know when you see an electric, this is petrol craps as well, really gets on my, why don't they just use like laser cut material, so therefore the gaps are so millimeters, not like what feels like inches and feet here for me?
I'm gonna say money saving, that's what that is all about, literally.
But no, this car is absolutely beautiful. For me, one of the most beautiful electric cars that I can see coming out in 2023. Hands down, I've said it, that is my statement of the day.
With the spec that it is, yeah, I can sort of agree with you, AJ. It's nice, I like it. Do we move on? Next one, see what else we got? Let's hit it.
Let's do it. Curtis, so what is the fact of the video?
So the fact of the video is, most people think that electric cars are a new thing, but in reality, the first electric car was built in 1884 by a guy called Thomas Parker.
I like that one.
Interesting,
Curtis.
I know.
Yeah. Here in the Electric Avenue, on the way to 2030.
Guys, just want to say thank you so much for watching the video. We hope you've enjoyed it. You've seen the electric cars, the future of what racing's going to be. We've loved it. Please leave a comment below. Tell us what you love, what your favorite electric car is, and would you have an electric car? That's a big question.
But in what colour? What's the point? Everything's yellow here and I'm loving it.
Turn that bell notification on and we will see you next week for the next video.
Bye. This video is powered by Food Heaven. It's all plant-based foods. Go try it out.